So she was about to lose her life when she was in the hospital, right? Quinton talks about, that you had prayed and talked to the Lord there at that moment.
Well, she was pregnant with him, and I was drunk one night, and we were on the beach at Daytona, and I'm running up and down the beach, because back then you could drive all over it,
Yeah, dune buggies and all.
Over the dunes and just jumping everywhere, and having a big old time. Ricky, she just went into violent pain, and she said, "You got to take me to the hospital." Well, she'd never say that. I mean,
she was on the dune buggy?
They wasn't a dune buggy. It was in a Pontiac.
You were hitting these dunes when she was pregnant?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She said, "Take me to the hospital." So I took her to the emergency room, and they had a bunch of foreign doctors there, and they couldn't speak English. It was a mess. I can't speak good English, but I can. And they just, after they had her back there, well, they wouldn't let me come back there. And I mean, they were hateful, and the nurses weren't nice. Of course, I'm a drunk, so, I can't judge it real good. But anyway, I just really was so upset. And so I was so belligerent to the doctors and nurses, and I cursed them, and I yelled at them, talked loud. And they came out and said, "We can't do anything. She's losing the baby and we're losing her. And you're going to lose both of them right now."
Oh my goodness.
And I said, "You can't do that. You can't do that." And they said, we're doing all we can. We can't do anything." And I went outside and I told God, my mother taught me to pray. My mother was a woman of faith. She taught me to pray. And so I knew God. People say God won't hear a sinner. Yes, he will. But I'm out there saying, God, I love them. I may not show it, but I love them. And I ain't even seen the baby yet. And, this was in 63, early 64. And, so I was trying to pray to him. You know what he said? He said, "You showed your rear end in that foyer in front of all those other people. Now you go back in there and talk to me in front of them."
Oh, wow.
And I mean, I knew it was him. I went back in that waiting room, and there were these people all around. Now they're observing this drunk,
Right.
I'm down on my knees in the chair, praying out loud to God. And I know what they're thinking is, look at this drunk. Look at this drunk. Don't ever judge that. But it was the most serious moment of my life right then. And I asked God, please, please. That's been my favorite word with him. And while I was there praying, the nurse tapped me on the shoulder and she said, "I need to talk to you." And I thought, oh no, I didn't have a lot of faith, but I just prayed. And she said, "We don't know what's happened, but all of a sudden everything's fine. Baby's fine, your wife's fine, and we're probably going to release her and let you take her home in about half an hour if she stays the same." And boy, I got down and gave thanks out loud, not gratitude, thanks. And let everybody in that room know it. And it was a witness to all of them that God heard a drunk.
Yeah, Quinton said, you said, "I will never drink again." Is that what happened?
I never touched another drop. I told him right then, I said, "I will never, ever touch another drop of alcohol. Beer, nothing." So
and
that's the way it is.
That was a moment. Look what she had to go through for you.
It's fault. She hadn't been pregnant.
So you didn't give your life to God that night?
No, I did not. I made a promise, and I kept that promise. And I'm fearful about not keeping the word to God. I tell you, you don't need to make it. You remember the guy that I remember identifying with him, the fellow that told God, said, "Thank you for what you've done. The very next person that comes out to greet me, the next thing that greets me, I'll offer up to you as sacrifice." You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And it was his daughter.
Yeah.
But he kept his word.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me, I preached on one time, somebody said, "Well, are you saying that he shouldn't have killed her, offered her up? Or what are you saying?" I said, "I'm saying that he should not have made such a foolish promise."
Yes. Thank you for watching the Greg Lancaster Show. Don't forget to follow us, like us, and subscribe. Go to our YouTube channels, Facebook, Instagram, Rumble, Parler, Spotify, iTunes. Download our app, even on Getter. Go to the Apple Store and rate us. When you rate us, more people will get the broadcast. That's how this whole logarithm thing works. And thank you for watching The Greg Lancaster Show.